Hi, and welcome to At the Movies with Adam Ross. On today's episode, I'll be reviewing Captain Phillips, an exciting new action adventure starring Tom Hanks. Now, Captain Phillips tells a true story of Richard Phillips, a captain who was taken by Somalian pirates on the high seas. Now, this movie is directed by Paul Greengrass, who has a really idiosyncratic, amazing style, and he really injects immediacy into the films that he makes. Now, this is his third time that he's tackled a true life story. He's had Bloody Sunday before and United 93 before that. He's also been responsible for some of the Bourne films and some of the best action films of the last decade, in my opinion. Now, Captain Phillips is a film that is quite long. It goes for 2 hours and 15 minutes and it's quite exhausting, but that's because it is so, throat grabbing. It's so in your face, and his style of shaky cam and quick edits and really zooming in on things, it exhausts you by the end of the film. One of the interesting aspects of this film is that it doesn't do the Hollywood take of it. It actually, they try to humanise the Somalian pirates. Not completely. They're not sympathetic. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are committing a criminal act. They're threatening lives. They're assholes, basically. But at the start, Greengrass tries to establish that in their village, these guys don't really have many options, and that there's a pecking order, and that they have to go and do this. And so, led by Muse, who is Baghdad Abdi, a very sympathetic Somalian actor, who's kind of, his physical appearance is kind of terrifying because he's really thin, and it's almost like they denied him access to the catering truck for the entire movie. But so it's really a battle of wills between him and Hanks is kind of underplaying it here, and it's an interesting performance because a lot of people are saying he's going to get Oscar nominated, and for most of the film you kind of wonder why, because he's just playing this gruff arsehole and he just is barking orders and is not really sympathetic. But near the end of the film there's a sequence where he kind of lets out a lot of emotion, and it is and then you realise how much he has been underplaying it, and it's quite a fantastic performance. And one of the most amazing things that Greengrass does in his films is that he shows protocols the right way. Like in Bourne, it felt like you were in the CIA. In United 93, you felt like you were in the tower there. And once again, with this, the way that the Navy handled the situation, you feel like this is the real response. Like he's done the research. And you get this, like, more than anything in this movie, you get this overwhelming feeling like, don't fuck with America, right? Like, I mean, this is one guy and they send ships and drones and Navy SEALs, and it's kind of terrifying, and it makes you feel really sorry for these poor Somalian guys with a handful of AK-47s. They're up against it. Like, I mean, there is no way out for these guys. So, look, I mean, as action thrillers go, this is definitely one of the best films of the year, but it does go for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it can feel like a bit of a slog because it is just so exhausting. So, look, I mean, a great film to see on the big screen, and it gets my wholehearted recommendation. So I would give this one 4 stars out of 5 for Captain Phillips.